Yes, Your Excellency?
Tell your mistress that I want to talk to her.
I'm afraid she's resting.
I was ordered by His Majesty to see her.
At once, Your Excellency. Tell our mistress that His Excellency Superintendent An wishes to speak to her by order of His Majesty.
I'm on my way. Mistress, Superintendent An wants to speak with you at the request of His Majesty.
If that is the case, I cannot refuse. Tell him he is welcome.
Tell His Excellency that the mistress will be glad to receive him.
If His Excellency will do us the honor of entering, the mistress will be happy to receive him.
Why this intrusion, Your Excellency?
I'm sorry to disturb you, madam, but I am investigating a crime of imperial magnitude.
What do I have to do with it?
Were you aware, madam, of the criminal activities of your chief eunuch?
Criminal activities?
Teen, your chief eunuch, was involved in counterfeiting the imperial seals. It is a conspiracy against our sacred dynasty. That is why I am forced to continue my investigation in your honorable living quarters.
But why, Your Excellency?
The reason is simple. It is possible that Teen might have left clues right here concerning the real perpetrators of this crime. Tell me, Huaba, did Chief Teen ever talk about his penjing in front of you?
No, he spoke very little.
Can you recall anything that might help me solve this mystery?
No, Your Excellency.
Did your mistress ever say anything that might put me in the right direction?
I only know that animals move and that there are 12 in the zodiac.
The 16th Prince Yongzhong has the demeanor of a hero. With his noble conduct and his virtuous heart, he deserves to inherit the empire. By this secret proclamation, we make him our heir. Madam, your tears and this paper are equivalent to a confession. Do you deny having participated in a plot against His Majesty?
I refuse to say anything.
Madam, it would be better if you told me all you know. Such a plot requires well-placed accomplices. Give me their names.
I know nothing.
If you cooperate, His Majesty might be lenient with you, your son, and your clan. And so give me the names I'm waiting for. If you don't, you will both be executed, and the members of your clan undoubtedly banished.
I understand. But if I admit to having participated in a conspiracy, the punishment will be the same, won't it?
No. It is possible that to avoid too much publicity in this affair, you will simply be banished to a convent. A supplementary inquiry will determine the fate of your son. Executions would arouse too much interest. Your fate is in your hands alone. Who is your accomplice?
All right, I'll tell you. But first, let me assure you that my son knows nothing of the plot. My accomplice is Superintendent Da.
Da? The irreproachable Da is the leader of this plot? But why?
I think for revenge, but I can't tell you any more.
I would like to believe you. But how does Superintendent Da plan to get rid of His Majesty?
I don't know how exactly. I only know that it is scheduled for tomorrow, during the audience in the Hall of Supreme Harmony.
His Majesty alone can decide your fate, madam. But your confession will undoubtedly work in your favor.
Well, Superintendent An?
Inform His Majesty that concubine Shosyu has confessed to having plotted against the throne. She has denounced the leader of the conspiracy, Superintendent Da, who, according to her, must have organized the assassination attempt against His Honorable Majesty's life in the Hall of Supreme Harmony.
But, Superintendent An, can you prove these terrible accusations?
Yes, I can, with a false testament which you will bring to the attention of His Majesty.
I will do so immediately, Superintendent An. Your Excellency, His Majesty has ordered you to go to Superintendent Da and await a detachment of the Imperial Guard, who will accompany you to His Honorable Majesty. As for the concubine, His Majesty has ordered her banished to a distant convent. You are to take the necessary measures to close this affair.
Superintendent Da, how do you plan to end the life of the Honorable Son of the Heavens?
You don't expect me to tell you, Superintendent An, do you? Find out for yourself.
Talking now could prevent useless suffering for you.
Don't try to use persuasion on me, Superintendent An. The usurper's death is my most profound wish. In any event, it's all over for me, so why should I give you the pleasure of talking?
You could simply be exiled to a distant province.
I don't care. I would rather it were over quickly instead of a slow death in the unhealthy climate of the provinces.
So be it. I shall let His Majesty determine your fate. Advise His Majesty that I am proceeding with my investigation in order to discover how Superintendent Da was planning to take His Majesty's honorable life.